260-pound attackman who scored 13 goals last year out of Port Jefferson Station. There he is, walking down Main Street. Colton King comes up with his first save. The Pioneers looking for transition. This has been their calling card the last few years. Connor Sullivan, the release and the goal. First score of the day goes to Sacred Heart. Senior defenseman Connor Sullivan out of Norfolk, Massachusetts. Right down the middle, and he got behind his shot for a grounder. That goes in for a 1-0 Pioneer lead. On the man in X, LIU working it outside. Snelder's in the midfield to Dylan Villari. Villari draws a double team and then takes it back outside. Now, Ridgecard Victor, he goes by RV. He attacks the ball. It swung to the other side. Jerry Brown marks his man. Worked in an X around the back for a sensational goal by Richie. Brother of Richie. Max Leonetti for the Pioneers. Out to the top. Here's a drive by Johnny Morgan. Wears number 42, a local product out of New Fairfield. The Pioneers give it up. And Will Mark, the goalkeeper for LIU, will get the clear. Now the Sharks on the attack. Down the wing for the goal. Will Snelders, the big guy. Shot clock's at 30 for LIU. Near alley it comes for Richie LaCalandra. Looking to get that lefty shot off. Nice dish into the middle. Colton King comes up with a big save on the quick release. From right down the middle, the ball is down. And a race over to the sideline for it. Sacred Heart picks up the grounder. And they'll look to go as Max Leonetti leads the charge for the Pios. 3.5 to go here in the first. A 2-1 LIU lead. Logan Liljeberg gets his screen, gets his shot, and he gets his goal. Liljeberg with a quick release off the set piece. Leonetti set the screen for him. And Logan Liljeberg has number 3 in his third game of the season. That leads the team and ties the game. Out of the timeout. LIU has it as we wind down the first quarter. And Dylan Villari takes it into X, looking to reverse it back. And another turnover here. The Pioneers doing a great job reading and turning that defense into offense. The fast break here for the Pios. They set it up, sneaking his way one way, then the other down the alley for the Pioneers. Braden Edwards. Here's Liljeberg again. He's got room, and he's got another goal. Logan Liljeberg scores the last 2. And he's going to Selly with a little shimmy. 2 goals for Logan Liljeberg, and the Pioneers are back on top, 3-2. Nice moves into the slot. Nice moves on the celebration. 35 on the shot clock for the Pioneers. Little switch in X by Edwards and Jack Walsh. Walsh out to the near alley. He hits Johnny Morgan. Out at the top, Morgan O'Reilly wants it. Cruising down the middle. They get it to Walcott. Then the feed to O'Reilly for the goal. The first-year attacker from Rockville Center, New York, Morgan O'Reilly, has the goal. And the Pioneers are hot here at the end of the first. Efforts of Connor Sullivan, 20 on the shot clock. The dish comes out to the near alley. Bounced over from Thomas Von Bargen, looking for Jake Gillis past him, and a turnover by LIU. Well defended by the Pioneers on that LIU set. 8 minutes to go, second quarter, 4-2 Sacred Heart. All the scoring in the first. Trevor Johnson steps on the gas in the far alley. Logan Liljeberg dumps it back down low. From down under, a beautiful goal. Liljeberg with the dish. We're looking straight into the sun. It looks like Trevor Johnson. That's going to be Johnson's goal. That's 4 unanswered for Sacred Heart. Sacred Heart will look for another quick one as Ben Palanchi put it on the floor. LIU has the transition. The ground ball by Ryan Bloom. He works it down low. Oh, what a stop! Colton King! A tremendous save! How did he keep it out? A diving play by the keeper, and that is as good a save as you're going to see, and it leads to a goal for Sacred Heart as Drew Edwards, off of the huge save by King, scores another for the Pioneers, and it's a 6-2 Sacred Heart lead. How many times do you hear defense and offense? You got to play defense first. What a defensive play on a absolutely sensational. This is Sacred Heart's first man-up opportunity today. Chance to open up a huge lead. Michio with a dish to Weiss. They feed it over. Swim, move, goal! Sal Michio gets his way to the front of the cage. Beautiful move around a double team to bring it up, then down, then in. And it's 7-2 Shoe behind a 6-0 run here from the first into the second. In place. Teams obviously traveling less, so you have to get creative with your scheduling. This one doesn't count in the NEC standings, but the next one will between the Sharks and the Pioneers. In the non-conference, it's a lead for Sacred Heart. Looking for more. Logan Liljeberg with a bounce shot pass. Will Mark. Mark's been peppered. He's made 11 saves already. Colton King with 10. Liljeberg right to the cage. Hat trick for Logan Liljeberg. He scores his third here in the first half. He was wide open in the near alley as they found him out of X. 3:33 to go in the second quarter, and Logan Liljeberg and the Pioneers go up 8-2. Back in the face-off X for the Pioneers, Cole Clinton out of Rancho Palos Verdes, California. Comes into today, 3 for 14 in the face-off X. And another win in the face-off X by Emerson Tyler, who's been a bright spot this afternoon for LIU. LIU works it to the front. He paid the price, but it's a goal. That is Jake Gillis. Knocked down, but not out from the goal line. Extended now outside of Snelders. From down under. That shot whipped over the cage. Richie LaCalandra taking another attempt. Fresh shot clock here for LIU. So it appears King made a stop. Quick work in front. Beautiful stick work by Richie LaCalandra and another goal. As he grabs a ground ball and then keeps the shot low. Once again from a really tough plane, he gets the shot off and scores. And LIU has cut their deficit in half. Back-to-back goals for the Sharks, 1:45 to go in the second. Sacred Heart now 8-4 Sacred Heart in the Battle of the Sound. And if you've never heard it called that before, that's because I think I'm the first person to call it that today. But, you know, LIU making the trip up to Fairfield County, separated, of course, by Long Island Sound from the Bridgeport-Fairfield area. Short little 50-minute ride from Port Jeff. These two will be conference opponents There's a grip and rip and goal for Nick Grassa out of Babylon, New York. He had 12 last year. It's a 3-0 run for LIU as they're starting to take advantage of those possessions earned in the faceoff Vex, and they've made it a 3-goal game. Sacred Heart at 1 point up. Colton King made 10 saves in the first half for the Pioneers. Will Mark made 13 stops for LIU. LIU looking to take advantage of all this possession time. Slipping inside, and a goal for Richie LaCalandra. Another one for LaCalandra, who has been LIU's best player today. He has the hat trick to go along with an assist. 3 goals, a helper, and now 4 points for LaCalandra. And that is a 4-0 run for LIU. They have cut Sacred Heart's lead to 2 here in the first minute of the third quarter. It looked like Palanchi had secured it for the Pioneers, and then Sullivan able to scoop and clear. Up to Alex Weiss. Big possession here for the Pioneers, trying to break up that run. Logan Liljeberg shimming his way down the alley. Pulls up, looks for the trailer. Donovan Lacey, the head fake, then the runner. That goes wide of Will Mark. And the keeper for LIU has got the clear through the midfield. Then Lacey jarred it free. And the Pioneers recover. And they're going to transition. Liljeberg give and go across. The runner, goal! Liljeberg made the skip pass in transition to hit Drew Edwards for the snipe far alley. And the Pioneers open up a 3-goal lead. Edwards scores his second of the afternoon. A minute man-up opportunity for LIU. They've not taken advantage on the up today. LaCalandra with a pass back to the high slot. Fumbled around by Nick Grassa, but he's able to recover. LaCalandra got it down low. Beautiful stick work and a goal for Jake Gillis. He's on the board. The Calgary native slips in down low and sneaks one near side. Man-up goal for LIU. And it's a 2-goal game with 4:05 to go in the third. He's released. The teams are even. The Pioneers are ahead, but LIU has it in their attacking third. They get it to big Will Snelders. Snelders met by Johnson. Trying to punish his way inside. Snelders, an absolute force, draws the slide. That's Kyle Foley. Snelders around the cage for the goal. It was not to be denied. Will Snelders just hung on to it. He drew a double team, then snuck it around on the wrap. It's a 1-goal game with 13:46 to go in the fourth. Down by a goal. They've played their way back into this one with a strong end of the second quarter. A good third quarter. Sacred Heart actually outscored LIU in the quarter. Now the chance for the tie. Goal! Dylan Valari, the grad senior from Massapequa, New York. Valeri has the game-tying goal as he comes off the goal line extended and just rips one. 9-9. A 7-1 run for LIU, and they've tied it at 9. LIU working that far alley. Dylan Valeri who has a big one today for LIU. Trying to get free. Valeri gets knocked down. He got the shot off. It comes to the middle for the go-ahead goal. It finds Jake Gillis, and he scores the 10th LIU goal. The Sharks go on top for the first time since the first with 8:17 to go. In the fourth quarter, it's an 8-1 run for LIU and a 1-goal Sharks lead. Jake Gillis. It was Grassa. Met by Brown. Grassa looking across. He goes into X with it. Work to the top. Colton King comes up with a big stop on the over-the-top shot. Ground ball to Sacred Heart. Polanyi has another. And now Lacey. Able to stay in bounds. Lacey sees an opening. Donovan Lacey is in and he scores! He goes upper 90. Donovan Lacey steps on the gas down the near alley and scores the equalizer. 10-10 with just under 7 to go. Side Conor Sullivan with 2 strikes. LIU looking to reclaim the lead, and Lacey takes it away. He scored the big game-tying goal, and Lacey is into the attacking third for the Pioneers. He didn't quite have the alley on Grassa, so he dishes. Liljeberg down low, the dive, and the goal! At the moment, it's a goal for Sullivan. The officials will talk it over. Did he land in the crease? Sacred Heart celebrating. Good goal! It counts. A goal crease dive by Sullivan. And slips back to the crease as Edwards just runs around an X. He draws the pole of Rivera. Sacred Heart working it over. Goal line extended. Jake Garb for the Pioneers. Hanging on. Garb with 15 on the shot clock gets free down the middle. Garb, goal! And that is the one the Pioneers hope will seal it. 30 seconds to go in regulation, and Sacred Heart has just grabbed a 2-goal lead. And unless LIU has 2 goals in the next 20 seconds, Sacred Heart's going to grab their first victory of the year. Beelan skips it over, intercepted by Donovan Lacey, and he can run things out with 13 seconds. He'll just send a high pop fly all the way back by LIU's cage mark with the goalkeepers cleared down the field, and that will do it. It's official. Time expires, and Sacred Heart has won for the first time in 2021. And that's got to be a good feeling for the boys, because after losing the season